right? Does it feel like it's year one, kid in the candy store out here again?
It feels like year one today. This is a great time of year. Everybody's excited. Everybody's got a chance. Weather's perfect. There's a great chance when we get to Reno it'll be just like this or colder, and Oregon State will probably play a lot like this. We've got the field a little wetter than normal on purpose so we can practice in it, and we're going to play 9 today, so we'll get to slop around in the mud a little bit. But this is a great time of year for everybody.
Last year's team had a lot of guys drafted like you usually do. You lost the Mountain West Player of the Year in Luplo. How do you like this year's team to replace the pieces that you lost?
Well, I like that we're a lot older. Last year we had first-year guy at every position in the infield. We were so young on the mound, only one senior on the whole team. And now we've got everybody returning in the infield and a very old staff and a very good staff. We should have the best staff in the league, and that gives you a chance every day.
So are you saying that pitching is going to be the main thing? Or?
Pitching's going to be the thing. We're not only old, we've got some guys who've had some success. We've got a lot of guys who've started a lot of games, guys who've been out in summer ball and have had success. Quite a bit different than the last 2 years on the mound, and that's what wins is old teams, and then if you can couple that with being old on the mound, that gives you a chance.
Pitching and defense.
Pitching and defense.
Timely hitting.
Well, the pitching's what's going to carry us. Defensively, we're just going to be so much better because we're going to be so much older in the infield. Those guys, all of our bump plays and first and third plays and all the team defense was so new to them and so fast for them last year. Now they've been there. Plus, they all went out and played summer ball and had some success. A few of them in Alaska, and they're just going to handle it. They'll be ahead of the game. Last year a lot of times we were chasing the ball during the game, and if you're thinking during the play, you're in a lot of trouble. But they're in a position now where they've got some experience, and they'll be able to think it through before it even happens and react a whole lot better. And that's what I'm excited about, is mostly the infield defense is going to be out in front of the game instead of chasing it a lot like we were the past years.
What freshmen do you anticipate being contributors?
I don't know if we're going to have any. We've got a couple guys on the mound. We're old. Generally you have 14, 16, 17 returning players, because most of your juniors sign and all your seniors are gone. So you got to have a club every year, and we normally keep a smaller club. And I would say if you have 18 or 19 returning players, you're feeling pretty good about it. We have 28. I've never had anywhere near that. And that's, like I said, old teams win championships.
You've had a history of really good catchers here, and obviously with Ovi on the staff. Taylor, with that experience over the summer, Team USA, preseason All-American accolades, do you expect him to be the leader on this team?
I do, and what a luxury, to have a catching coach. How many teams across the country in Division I even have a catching coach? You got a pitching coach and a hitting coach generally, and it's rarely a catcher. And for us to have that is just such a luxury, and I think that's why we've had such great success with our catchers, is that we have somebody that's with them every single day. And now not only that, the guy who's with them has got a national championship ring on his finger and gets it and understands the flow of this level. Just puts them ahead of the game. And now Taylor's been with him for 3 years now, and I think you're going to see a tremendous jump in his maturity and defensive abilities more than anything. Offensively, he's already there, right where he needs to be, but defensively I think you're going to see a whole new Taylor Ward. And he was good to start with, obviously, getting invited to Team USA. He's got a big league arm strength, but I'm not talking about the arm strength. I'm talking about handling the staff, blocking, receiving. He's got it to a whole nother level.
When you talk about the team that you're expecting to have as a coach, how different is it from last year to this year in terms of teaching less? Are they absorbing more? What's the dynamic, especially when you expect to get to the grind?
The big difference is these guys know how to practice now that they've been through it a year. We were so young, like I said, one senior. We had to teach them how to practice, so we never got to a lot of the stuff that's way, way beyond that. And now these guys understand the flow. You post a practice plan, they're where they're supposed to be, and they get it, and we've been able to get a lot further this year.